few weeks ago, I was working in Camden, New Jersey, which is a pretty tough section by a lot of measurable criteria. Nonetheless, good people, bad people alike, like you see everywhere. And on the way home, I had stopped at a convenience store every day, pick up a little energy drink, maybe get a little, something to snack on for my hour and a half drive home. And when I went in the first day, there was a gentleman there, and we clearly looked like we were from worlds apart. He was black, I was white. I'm a big computer nerd. He clearly was not. Pretty tough looking guy in terms of just like, tough as in, could probably hold his own. I'm there to, repair computers. But anyway, we're having a transaction. I'm buying this stuff. And by most, standards, the exchange could have been real simple. He rings me up, I pay, I leave, I grab my stuff. And he happened to put his phone down on the desk, and I noticed that he had a game he was playing on it, right? And I said, "Oh, what game are you playing?" And man, he got so excited. He was like, "Oh, I'm playing a such and such game." And he started explaining. He said, "Oh, it's like Dungeons and Dragons." And I said, "Oh, no way. I played that when I was a kid." And we just started talking about it, right? So then, every day we'd come in and I would buy stuff and I would say, "How you doing your game? You still kicking butt?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, man. I did this, that." And he would get so excited. So after about 2 to 3 weeks of being down there, I was on my last day working on that project. And I stopped by, and he checks me out, rings me out. And I said, "Hey, you got a second?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "This is just who I am." I said, "I want to say thanks for being a part of my life the last 3 weeks." And I actually shook his hand. And I told him what I'm telling you. I said, I don't really know you, and we could have had just a normal transactional relationship where I buy product here and you sell it to me. I said, but man, when I ask you what you're playing your phone, I said, you got so excited. And I said, I think you like when I come in here every day and ask you how it's going. He said, I did. And he was so like, it's exactly what I'm talking about on this channel. That guy's defenses were so down, and he was so genuinely happy that like, not only did I do what I had done for those weeks leading in, but then I actually took time to say, this is probably the last time I'll see you because I won't be going through this area probably ever. And it was nice to have you be a part of my life for those 3 weeks. And that guy, who clearly is someone who probably doesn't have that every day in his life. Yeah, I just happen to be that way, so it's a part of who I am. And he was so genuinely excited, gave me a firm handshake, thanked me for being a part of that chapter of his life. And we separated ways. I have not seen him since. I have not been back there. If I do, I hope to see him. But that's just another example in terms of just simple things in life, man, that bring barriers down, bring people together. There's another version of that point in my life where none of that occurs. I buy product, he sells it, he moves on to the next patron, plays his game, no one ever asks him. That's what I'm talking about on this channel. That's the type of stuff I think is important to be able to share with people.